seeing bonds continue to meander and flounder. They kind of popped into an overbought territory three trading sessions ago, and then it sold down, it had a big gap down. It's all over the place. Again, bonds not something we really want to focus on. It is in a downtrend, and you can see these overbought territories where usually the market will start to move down. I wouldn't be surprised if we see bonds, have another push lower. This looks like you could argue here this move right through here. This could be an exhaustion island top, meaning you have a big gap up. This is like a gap in price. You have an island of bars floating up there, and then of course you could even say this could be a really ugly head and shoulders formation, and this would unwind and come right back down to where it was over here very easily. So not a huge fan of the bond chart at all. And we've really just avoided it for the past couple of years just because it's in a very strong downtrend, which we can see on the chart here. It just continues to move lower and be kind of trendless. If we take a look over the dollar's having a little bit of a pop this morning, up about 0.4%. And again, it's just constantly under pressure and rotating and flipping and flopping between its trends. And we'll see if it can get some traction. And it's bumped up against the 50-day, sold off, bumped up against it again, and we'll see how this unfolds. But again, the dollar is definitely the most hated. People love gold and silver. Let's actually take a look over at silver. Silver pushed to some multi-year highs. It's pulling back a little bit. Both gold and silver have the potential to keep moving higher. I do like gold more. It's just what I like better. It has a higher win rate. So if you were to do like 100 trades on gold or silver, you'd win a lot more trades with gold. I like winning. There's something about the confidence. You're doing something that you constantly win more than you lose. At gold, you might not make as much percentage-wise in the long run as silver, but believe it or not, you will take a lot more losses with silver, and those losses eat away at your profit. So it's a real tough mix. Gold is that kind of the gold standard. It's the best trade, I think, at this point still going forward. If we take a look over at miners real quick, they have been all over the place. Let's look at GDXJ, which is gold miner juniors. Again, floundering, kind of trading sideways, just like gold, primed and ready for another pop and move. But again, they're really volatile. And if the stock market does run into weakness, like I have talked about, we could see miners really struggle and actually maybe not go anywhere or even potentially move down with the stock market. And gold and silver could continue to go higher because they're going to be a defensive play. Remember the stock market is like the ocean tide. If the tide of the stock market is going down, any stock stuck in it, even if it is a favored sector like gold miners, and could act as a defensive play, it will naturally have selling pressure. Now, it could go up and shoot higher, but you're really going from a 50-50 bet that it'll work out to about a 33% chance that the miners will work out. And I'm not a big fan of that. I'll take a 50-50 anytime over a 33% chance of winning. Even if the upside for gold percentage-wise is less, I want that win. I want the growth. I'm not going for the volatility and trying to make as much as I possibly can. That's just when you chase returns, you generally struggle a lot more. It's just the way it goes. All right, let's take a quick look just at a couple other assets you guys were asking for. Platinum, again, we talked about this running correction, very dangerous. Looks like it might be wanting to break to the downside. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-yard pull. I would just steer clear of it. If you're in it, I'd be looking to lock in profits. It's had a huge run, and I believe the easy money there has been made. Now it's just messing around in a landmine if it'll work out or not. The other one you wanted me to look at was Platium. Same type of thing. It looks like it's starting to crack to the downside. So a little, again, wouldn't touch this thing. If you were in it and you're long, I'd be looking to lock in profits if you haven't locked in some already. And I wouldn't be looking to get back in. Really just the volatility. If anything, I would wait for a bull flag pattern. If I get these tools to draw. When I record the screen, this e-signal doesn't like to work out. I'd let it build some type of launch pad, and then potentially as it starts to hook up, start to potentially get long as it starts to break out and run. This is what you need for it to take a breather, to rebalance. Right here, you're buying into volatility and to a huge rally or huge sell-off. Again, a coin toss, and not our favorite thing to be involved in. Bitcoin down 2.5% this morning. It's still flagging sideways. It still has a bullish chart pattern across the board. Long-term wise, it's pointing to 136,000 per Bitcoin. Short-term wise, this is still a bull flag pattern. I'm not sure where this short-term pattern goes. This might actually go the same target. Let's just take a quick peek. It goes to about 140 based on this overall pattern. This was an exhaustion low, gap down and rallied up. This here was a spike high. Again, you can always negate those spikes. Brings us back down to about 136, and this giant gap down, you could be more conservative and come down to this low. Again, brings us back to that 36 level. So I usually don't reach for the stars. I'm happy to get out just before you reach the extreme targets, because extreme targets usually, they don't always get hit. I'd rather, again, hit that target, get the win, lock in the profits, be happy, and don't get FOMO about missing out on some extra gains or the market's taking off without you. There will always be more trades. The markets are loaded with trading opportunities. The question is, can you wait and find nice trades and win more than just jumping into stuff because you're on the hunt and you need to trade, which is the biggest enemy. All right, that's about it. We'll call it there. I'm heading up north with my father-son fishing trip. Can't wait. It's pike, walleye, largemouth bass. And then there's another little lake we can hop in and paddle, and it's